FSU now. He was in there sometimes at 3 technique at 250. But he was a tough guy and he was rugged. So when you have guys like Diggs that are like that are tough and rugged, you never worried about him when he was out there. So he's done a great job.
Are there any freshmen that have been standing out to you?
I would not give any kudos to any freshman.
After they practice?
Never. Not until they make a play, because our freshmen, listen, just know I can't give them any. I can't give them anything right now. Nothing. But I'm happy they're showing up every day. They're on time. They're doing what they got to do. They're a good-looking group. They work really hard, but that's about it. That's all I'll give you. They're doing the bare minimum. We just need them to be on time, show up to class, and do what they're supposed to do. But freshmen, we treat them like NFL rookies. They don't get compliments until they make a play.
What about a JUCO guy like Talon Cole?
Same thing. JUCO, he got his years back, so he's a freshman.
We've
I love that case, by the way.
From Connecticut.
Yeah, let's go back to back.
We've heard a little from James. I think we saw a video of James after a game last year at Nebraska talk about his relationship with you. I guess, what is your perspective on what that, and how much excited are you to get to keep coaching him even at a new school?
That was the Rutgers game, and that last possession of the game, he literally had a sack every play. And it was just a lot of emotions because just what he went through, in his personal life, how much I've been involved in it, how much he's won at that moment. And it was happy tears, and I was just so happy for him. Even when he came here, it was his first time on scholarship, and when I called him, he was like, "Hey, come to Florida State." Like, we were on the phone in tears because he comes from nothing. His family, parted ways with him in the middle of college, so he was just, he didn't have family, he didn't have that, and our relationship became really close, and that's what college football is about. That's what it's about as a coach, and I'm excited about it, and he knows that now that we're family, I can coach him a little bit harder now. So, like I said, I'm excited about James, and he's a guy that he still has a chip on his shoulder, and he wants to prove that he's the best edge rusher in the country, and he's working towards it.
So you feel like with all of those challenges that he's overcame, and you mentioned you guys are crying on the phone with the scholarship, is it almost a freeing feeling for him to allow him to pursue that, like you said, kind of like, I want to show him the best edge rusher in the country, I've taken the steps, now all I got to do is do it. Do you feel like he has that mentality right now?
Right now, yes, but when everything happened is like personal-wise, he didn't know how to respond to it. So when you talk to James, and he always says, like, I was broken, I didn't know what to do, like, he was lost. He was showing up late to things, and I just stuck with him, and we developed a real bond, like a real father-son bond. And, to this day, man, we just have a special relationship, and he'll never be able to get rid of me. So we're locked in, and he calls my fiance mom, he calls me dad, so he has a special place in my heart, always will. So I'm happy for him, and he's happy, he's smiling all the time, and the past 2 years before this, he was always moping and had his headphones on, but he's doing a great job leading the freshmen, and like I said, he can finish my sentences when I talk and when I'm coaching, so the guys, they usually gravitate towards that, like, hey, where's Coach Knight going from this or this, so he's an extension of me.
We talked to you, I think, right after Darrell announced he was coming back, and you talked about that maybe being the biggest transfer portal pickup of all or something like that.
Sure.
We've heard a lot about how aggressively he's attacked this offseason, I guess. What's been your perspective on just the impact he's made in tour duty, in the weight room, all of that?
When you got guys like that who could have went to the NFL and got drafted, you worry sometimes, like, when they come back, if they're going to be worried about themselves, or, do they want to be a leader? Are they only focused on their skill set or their process? But he's been great. He's been leading the young group. He's been pushing the group. He's been working hard. He's been an example in that set. So, like I said, me personally, watching the D tackles around the country and watching him play last year, he should be the first D tackle taken off the board in the draft next year. So that's the standard that I have for him, that standard that he has for himself, and so far so good.